We hit the road now. Andrew, how are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you, Masoub. How are you?
I'm good, and thank you very much for letting me drive the all-new Expedition Timberline edition.
That's a pleasure, yeah. We're so happy to have you driving it.
Thank you very much. Let's first start with the exterior design. I found it completely different than the usual Expedition. It looks a different car to me.
It's built on the same platform, but a lot of the new cues have come from redesigning the exterior to make it a little more sporty and aggressive looking. The Timberline itself has a redesigned suspension which gives it a wider track width, and that front end really accentuates that. You've also got the benefits of the skid plates and the steel front bumper with the aggressive off-road
The skid
bumper.
plate, it looks exactly like the one on the Ford F-150 Raptor, if
That's
I'm not
correct.
mistaken.
Yes, well, good eye, well spotted. It is taken directly from the F-150 Raptor. Obviously the benefits there are the improvements in the approach angles, but also you've got the steel plates so that it keeps the underbody protected, both the engine and the transmission.
Nice. I've noticed something, the amount of blackness into the front of the car.
You've also got orange accents throughout the vehicle. And the purpose of the orange accents is to really sort of highlight that the Timberline edition is something slightly special. As you mentioned, the black accents really give the car a more aggressive look. The front badge, the Ford logo, is the first time we've seen a Ford vehicle with a black Ford logo, both the front and the rear.
From the side, I've noticed the tires. The first thing that your eyes will definitely notice, the tires. What's the story with the tires?
Yeah, so as this is an off-road dedicated performance version, we needed to have a set of wheels and tyres fit for purpose. So you'll notice that the wheel size is 18 inch. They've got a really stylish black rim, but it's really crucial that we had enough sidewall on those tyres for doing off-road duties, right? So you'll see it's an 18-inch wheel with specific off-road all-terrain tyres, yeah.
What about the interior? What's going on here? Why to use such a massive infotainment system in the new Timberline?
Well, that's a good point. I mean, as you say, it's a dominating feature in the vehicle, but I think this is a really good example of how Ford has taken technologies from a lot of our vehicles. So you'll see the same screen in the F-150 Lightning, the same screen in the Mustang Mach-E. It's a 15.5-inch screen. It's a best-in-class screen size, and that comes matched with a 12.4-inch digital LCD instrument cluster, both of which are fully configurable. They're both integrated with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The screen allows you to control every aspect of the vehicle, from all of the off-road to all of the driver assist technology, and even things like the zone lighting.
What do you mean exactly, Andrew, with the zone lighting?
So the zone lighting is a feature taken from some of our other off-road vehicles, and really the use of the zone lighting is to provide the opportunity to light up aspects of the car when you're out in areas with low light. So specifically useful when you're taking it camping and off-road. You've got lights from both the side view mirrors, the front, and also the rear project lights out, which are fully controlled by the center screen.
From the screen.
Exactly. You can turn them on, turn them off at your will, and they project down and they project out. So if you need to light up campsites, or if you're just in an environment where you don't particularly feel safe and you need to make sure that you're not stepping on something, you've got that safety and security.
And with mentioning the perfect comfort, something finally Ford has applied it to the Timberline. Shall we?
It's been a long time coming.
Shall I move my hand?
Yeah, I'll certainly show you. Yeah,
look at
that's
that.
it.
A fridge. And a proper fridge also.
Yeah.
So you have a fridge here, and I can control it from this side.
That's
and
correct.
I've noticed Ford added 2 USB ports from this side. It's a full adventure kit now.
Absolutely.
So even if you go to the desert, you go off-roading, you can keep your water cooled. And this is coming on all the Timberline.
That's not just Timberline, that's throughout the all-new Expedition. So every trim gets one of these cool boxes.
Nice. What kind of safety features does Ford apply on the Expedition Timberline?
Well, actually, Expedition itself, not just the Timberline, is one of the safest cars in the class. It's
safest car.
Yeah, one of the safest cars in the class. It's got more driver assist technologies than any of our competitors. But the new Expedition takes it a step further. So you have a variety of additional things like curve control, also like rear cross traffic alert, the blind spot assist as well, right? Reverse assist, reverse brake assist, where in many cases the car will automatically apply the brakes for you if there's a situation where, say, you're reversing and a child steps out and you haven't caught it in your mirrors, the car will automatically automatically brake. So pedestrian detection, for example, a variety of different aspects in the car that make it super safe.
Technology-wise, other than the infotainment system and the Sync 4, I know that even the engine of the car and the power of the car, it has a lot of technology has been implemented into the powertrain of the Timberline. Can you give us more details, Andrew?
I certainly can. Yes. Really, trying to show off one aspect, and that is the powertrain, as you've said. It's a very familiar powertrain, one that you'll know and love. It's taken directly from...
Say it. Say it.
Taken directly from the F-150 Raptor. That's right. So it's not only best-in-class power...
Let's not talk about it. Let's give it a kick.
Do it, please. Oof. And you can see
this is the engine coming directly from the Ford F-150 Raptor. And I loved how you guys applied the drive modes. Several drive modes.
That's right, yeah. The car's got 7 different drive modes, and that ranges right the way through from a towing and a hauling mode, economy mode, regular mode, you've got sport mode, and then you've got a variety of off-road modes as well. So that includes not just your sports performance modes, but you've also got slippery modes, and especially for this region, there's a sand mode specifically designed to maximize the vehicle's capability and keep it in the right rev range for off-road driving in sand.
For the sand mode, it's been tested in our region?
Yes, it certainly has. Yeah. There's been significant amount of testing.
How about if we hit the desert and we test it ourselves?
I would love to.
I have the right guy to test the car for you.
Perfect. Let's put it through its paces.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Nice.
Kareem, Andrew.
How are you?
Pleasure to meet you, mate. I hear you're the expert off-road.
You will tell me now. We'll try. This is my first time in the new Expedition. Okay. Timberline edition. So, ready?
Absolutely. The first thing you need to know is this has got the F-150 Raptor engine and powertrain.
The same engine?
The same engine.
400 something?
440 horsepower, 691 Newton meters of torque.
So let's take acceleration. EcoBoost 3.5.
So this is a wider track width, and it also has more capability in terms of its the speed and power.
Ooh. What do you think about this?
It's fantastic to see this vehicle be driven the way it's meant to be driven.
I can notice the clearance of the car, front and back.
Right, and
we're not touching anything.
Yeah.
So you have a good departure.
And that's really impressive for a vehicle of this size. Like I say, compared to the regular Expedition, it's got a 10.6 inch ground clearance, so it's much higher than the regular Expedition. It's got the wider track width. We've got the off-road wheels and tyres on the side of the car, which allow you to deflate if you need to get through the rough terrain.
It's only 24 PSI now.
Yeah.
We can go much lower if we want, but I can't tell you now, no need.
That's the beauty of the torque in the F-150 Raptor, right? And carries over into this Expedition.
I can hear the turbo sound.
Yeah.
If you guys just hear with me.
Nice.
Listen.
Yeah.
So what we have something like interesting in this, more than the power.
Yeah.
Can you give me more information about this?
Absolutely. Well, I can see the power's putting a smile on your face, but there's all the off-road bits and pieces that you would expect from a vehicle designed to go in the sand like this. Not only do you have the locking differential, but you also have the 4 low, the 4 high, the 4 auto as well. And then additionally, you have 3 other features. You have the hill descent control, you have the trail control, and also you have the trail turn assist. The trail control keeps the vehicle moving at a low RPM speed, allowing you to maintain the.
Go!
Yes.
Wow, man!
Have you ever
almost
done that
5
in
meters.
Have you ever done that in a large SUV?
I just noticed it's like a 3 rows.
Yes,
Oh,
that's right.
It's a
That's
proper
right.
expedition. It's a
Yeah,
full-size
yeah.
SUV.
You can't do this with your family.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Oh man.
That's the beauty of the power and torque from the high output 3.5 twin turbo engine.
You will never do this with a long chassis car.
No.
Thanks for this amazing power and the clearance.
Yes, absolutely. Now it's built on the same chassis as the previous Expedition, but the Timberline series only has the benefit of having the steel ladder frame construction, and then an aluminium chassis. So that not only provides the strength, but it's also super lightweight as well. So you get a better power to weight ratio, which is what I think you're experiencing. Not only this awesome engine,
Also,
but the floaty feel of the car. with
Exactly, it's
suspension.
floaty, and I don't feel the weight of this huge car. So it's not like a normal Expedition with a more powerful engine. It's like a totally different car than the
right.
Expedition. It's the only thing, it's the size, the design, and a family car. But
Exactly.
from down, there is a huge difference in the chassis. I can feel, and the suspension, engine, gearbox. I love this gearbox, my friend. Not only the Expedition, the
Yeah.
whole Ford line, the 10-speed, something crazy.
The Timberline's really designed with those big family adventures in mind, and I think, you know, it's interesting what you say about families going camping. When we surveyed the large traditional utility market, one of the key things that stood out in the customer research was that Middle East customers are really looking for a vehicle to enable them as a partner to go on those adventures and to provide that level of security. So, you know, even if you're not a weekend warrior, that one time you want to go in the desert with your friends, you've got the capability. You've got the ability, and it empowers you to go further. It empowers you to do more. To push your limits, to push your boundaries, and give you the confidence and safety.
You
of
will
the-
make
the
your
vehicle.
friends impress. You're coming with a family car. Like before, most of the families, they have a family car and they have an off-road car.
Yes.
But now with this, no need to have 2 cars and pay for 2 cars, registration, insurance. Like you have the car for everything. For daily, for kids, for off-roading, and maybe for racing with this powerful engine.
Andrew, thank you very much for the day. We took you off from the office all the way here in the middle of nowhere with the whole new Expedition Timberline, the new trim specially built for off-roading. Thank you very much for your time for the day. We don't want to steal your time more. We know you're extremely busy.
Thank you very much, guys, and thank you for driving this vehicle as it was meant to be driven.
Thank you.
Thank you. نشوفكم على خير.